New year, new adventures. 2023 is off to an amazing start and we're heading south.
We left behind the snow and made our way to Arizona to visit my parents. The change of scenery was, well, wild. We literally went from snow one day to sunshine and cacti the next. And check this out. We even caught some hot air balloons out for an evening float. Talk about magical.
While we were in Arizona, we went to church, and while standing in line, discovered we were related to a person we were talking to. It's not every day that you run into your cousin's daughter. Talk about small world.
Also, my parents took us to the Casa Grande ruins. If you've never been, it's a super cool spot to learn about ancient civilizations and the history of the area. It's incredible how much history is right in our own backyard. Then it was time for something extra special. Adam, Atlantis, Annalie, and I headed off to Prosperity Camp, an elite event exclusively for entrepreneurs. And well, the littles, they got to stay with Grandma and Grandpa for the week. But they had to send us off with tons of hugs and kisses.
San Diego, here we come. But first, food. We found the cutest little Italian restaurant that was all about art and royalty. Seriously, the decor was next level.
At Prosperity Camp, we got the chance to speak about something huge, our upcoming book.
And they've been working on their book, and it's called what?
Success Takes Flight.
Success Takes Flight. And it's very interesting because I've seen their life completely transform in this year. Because what happens when you start writing your own book, even if you're part of one of our books, when you start vocalizing and you brain dump all the information you know, first of all, you realize you're pretty damn smart.
This one is extra special because, well, it's our first non-collaborative book, meaning it's 100% ours.
We can't wait to share it with the world.
And these people have been going through it. It's amazing. And now they're living the nomad life, which I'm so jealous about. And I asked Kelly to do a quick little interview with them to talk about this. Put your hands together for Adam and Lacey.
Because a lot of times we have a concept, but you guys took the concept and then you brought it into reality, and you wrapped your family around it too, which your two daughters are here. Thank you guys for being here. What was the first step in doing that?
So my background is in aerospace, and so I'm a master scheduler. I've worked on a lot of cool programs, Global Hawk, the U-2 spy plane, lots of satellite relay systems. One of the coolest programs was the D5 Trident missile. That's the big missile they launch out into submarines with nuclear warheads and stuff. So I was the master scheduler on that, developed the scheduling of how they built that missile. And so we took that concept and we wrapped it around success, because there's 3 stages that launch that missile up into the atmosphere to get that payload where it needs to go. And so we said, okay, what would those 3 stages be like? And that's where we came up with this concept of Success Takes Flight.
So FLIGHT is actually an acronym. And we're going to do the FIT version for you today, which is just the main 3 out of the 5. No, 6. I don't know. Anyway, I have to stop and count. But so basically, we came up with, we've had our coaching business for years. Lots of amazing clients that we've worked with have helped us fine-tune this, but mostly it's been the transition of our kids that has been most impactful. And when we started the whole personal development thing, it was like our relationship was really struggling. Like, we were so close to divorce, and it was like we had to do something for us. We thought it was just for us.
And it was, but it's cascaded beyond.
But we started working on us, and our kids started going, whoa, what did you do to my mom and dad? Like, y'all are aliens that invaded their bodies or something, because you're not the same at all. So what are you guys doing? And so we started teaching these principles to our kids, and this really what helped us refine what it even means. Because, you know, you have kids, you like test stuff out on them, they're the best guinea pigs ever, right? And you learn what works, what doesn't work, like what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. Do you want to talk about FIT a little bit? The FIT version of why we condensed it for today?
Yeah, so FIT, so the 3 stages, the FIT, the first one is faith. And you have to have faith in yourself and that things are going to work out.
This isn't like religious faith, by the way. This
is a belief that you have in yourself. I remember we were on a small intimate call with Sharon Lecter, who a lot of us have been around, and she said, faith, I don't like the term take a leap of faith. She said, take a leap with faith. And I love that, like it just hit home, like that was amazing, like because you confidently go with the faith that everything's going to be okay and it's going to work out the way it's supposed to. And so that's the first stage, is that belief, that faith to get you off the ground and launch you up into the first part of the atmosphere.
Because when we talk about a rocket, like all of your energy and effort is getting you up and going, right? Momentum, whatever you want to call that. But it's that first stage because it takes so much effort. In personal development, people start the process, but they don't finish it. Like they're like, oh yeah, I can do a vision board, I could do affirmations, I could do declarations, whatever you want me to do. But then after, I don't know, so many clients, it was like a week sometimes, a month maybe, they would make it 2-3 months maybe. But then they just start to, yeah, this is tiring, I don't want to do this anymore. And it was like, oh, we got to figure out their why. Why do they want to make the changes? Why do they want their goals? How can we frame it so that they can have a belief in themselves that it's going to actually happen is the big one. And then how do we help them do that? And that first part is, so that's our bottom part of our rocket, because it takes all that fuel. When you've seen a rocket launch, it's like, right? Tons of fuel and stuff going up. So that's our first stage.
Yeah, and then the second stage is intention, setting intentional, actionable steps every day. And a lot of people think success is like, oh, when I get that next pay raise, or I go on that next trip, or I get that whatever, or I sell that next bestseller, that's going to be success. But we say that success is in the everyday little things, those intentions that you set every day. It's how you meet your spouse when you walk through the door. It's how you interact with your kids or your coworkers. It's those little things. And if you get those things right, you're 90% there, and all the big successes will follow if you get the little things right.
And then pretty soon people are saying, oh my gosh, you're so successful. And you're like, what you didn't see though was those everyday little things I didn't do that got me here. Because I don't know about you guys, but every person that has stood up here, I'm just like, oh, they're so amazing, right? And you're just like soaking up every word. But what we don't see is the little things that we're doing every day to prepare us to be here.
And then the last one in FIT is tenacity. Just keep pushing forward, because it's been talked about here how many people fail, and they fail and fail and fail until they finally get, to where they are. And you just have to keep going, that determination to never give up when you find yourself struggling or failing. And so that's the T in FIT.
For those of you who don't know, we recently sold our home and started traveling the country with our kids. And basically we're just Airbnb hopping. So everybody's like, oh, is it the RV? And it's like, no, we're doing it in style, guys. Like, we looked at the RV and I was like, they're kind of gross. They smell after time, and I don't want to drive that huge.
We reconnected with so many amazing friends. It's always the best part of these events. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, yeah, that's where the magic happens.
And then we got to do something epic. I fly. If you've never tried indoor skydiving, you are seriously missing out.
It's not quite as crazy as actually jumping out of a plane, Yeah, memories. But, you know, it's right up there on the list of amazing experiences.
Another event in the books. Time to head back to Arizona, grab the littles, and hit the road again.
Okay, go.
Yeet! Still didn't break.
What the heck? Wait.
You got one more.
Invincible.
Okay.
Throw it on that rock. Just like, can you get it?
Yeah, throw it like down there.
Yeah, like on the rock.
Can you get it?
Not to the bushes.
Okay, we all gotta say yeet when she throws it though.
Okay. Ready? Or throw it
Just throw
all
it
the
down
way
there.
over there. 3, 2, 1. Yeet!
Whoo-wee, look at that pretty view. My goodness. Smile, guys.
There's houses down there.
Also, we have some big news. Annalie has decided to head back to Utah to live with some friends and make an adventure all of her own. We are definitely going to miss her, but we know this is the best choice for her right now.
And since Max has been having some trouble with all the constant traveling, and at his age, he's heading back to Utah too, to be with Annalie. It's bittersweet, but we know they'll both be happy settling down for a bit.
Next stop, El Paso. But only for the night. Just enough time to say hi, crash at another great Airbnb, and get ready for our next adventure.
And I bet you can't guess where we're heading next. Drop your guesses in the comments.
AdventurePreneurs out.
Guys! You're the kitties. You're the kitty.
It's so
At least 6 or 7 more. No, don't hold on, okay? Ready? Go. Ooh, it's blue.